Hi, this is Irene Borngraber, Liberty Humane Society's Executive Director. I'll be narrating your online tour of our new clinic expansion. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the conclusion of Liberty Humane Society's long-awaited renovation and expansion. Since 2004, Liberty Humane Society has been operating out of a converted garage and trailer complex that was never intended to be used as a permanent animal shelter. After an initial investment in this temporary structure, the City of Jersey City designated all future building maintenance, improvements, and operations to LHS, while retaining ownership of the property itself. LHS knowingly accepted this mandate and responsibility, despite the enormous and obvious spatial and financial liabilities that came with it. This failing building has not been an asset to the organization. It has been a ball and chain that slowed our progress at every turn. Freeing ourselves from this weight has taken 13 years. Above all else, it has been an exercise in adaptation, creativity, and perseverance. Ceasing operations or relocating temporarily was not an option, so all construction had to happen by degrees. This is a huge caveat for any contractor, which was further complicated by the complexity and specificity of our needs and the quirks of our old, barely functioning space. We are profoundly grateful to Hudson Incorporated for picking up this project and carrying it over the finish line after it proved unmanageable for multiple construction teams. We would not be here without you. This mural by Jersey City-based artist Distort features both domestic and wild animals in urban and natural environments, inspired by the diversity of Jersey City's landscapes and the ecosystem we all share. From the dense concrete jungles of downtown to the natural areas in Liberty State Park, we all call this city home. It is vitally important we recognize and respect the role nature plays in our collective well-being. For this design, Distort worked with source images featuring animals adopted from LHS, as well as wildlife transported for rehabilitation through our animal response team. This is the entrance to our new clinic. Our brick patio featured custom engraved bricks purchased by donors. Custom benches will be arriving soon. Clinic clients will use this access point to drop off animals for future surgery or wellness appointments so that public animals do not have to pass through the main lobby. The wall to the left marks the transition from our old space to the new. All construction to the right, including the patio and the mural you see in front of you, is new and was carefully designed to tie in with the old building while upgrading function and flow. We've now walked through the exterior clinic entrance and are standing in the surgical and multi-purpose room. Maximizing the potential use of every space was key to this renovation. Our building footprint is still limited by the size of our lot, which requires most spaces to be able to have multiple uses. This room is designed so that it can be used for surgeries and medical appointments of all kinds, along with dog training, adoption meet and greets, meetings, or special projects that require an indoor space. Notice the fancy bathtub, the floor drains, and water access for easy cleaning, the high windows to avoid distractions but still let in light, and the massive air purifying and exhaust system, that big blocky metal unit on the ceiling, which can be increased or decreased depending upon room use. We've now walked out of the surgical room and taken a quick right. Dog isolation. Dogs who are sick or of an uncertain health status need to be housed separately from other dogs so as not to spread disease. Many dog illnesses are airborne, so having a completely separate ventilation system that exhausts air frequently, can maintain its own temperature, and minimizes cross-contamination is key. This room is pressurized so that air doesn't escape into the main kennel. The custom tile, gate, and wall surfaces create an area that can be washed and disinfected frequently. Heavy-duty steel doors in each kennel are able to be opened to allow dogs to go outside during nice weather without having to move them or walk them past other dogs. Drains in each kennel mean that wastewater from each dog doesn't touch another dog. Skylights provide sunlight, which helps with healing. We've now exited dog isolation and are standing in the main kennel space. Healthy dogs are housed in this main area. Look up. To the left of the skylights is a giant neon green steel beam. This beam supports the second floor and marks where the building exterior wall used to be. Making this transition without using a big column to support the ceiling was an incredibly difficult job, and part of why this renovation took such a long time. The space was once a series of 5 tiny, horrible, dark, unventilated cinder block rooms, all of which had to become one space in order to accommodate larger dog kennels and enough holding capacity. This area also has its own ventilation system. The door in the exterior wall leads to outdoor dog runs, where these main kennel dogs spend time when the weather is temperate. The fun painting on the back wall was designed to bridge the colors used in LHS's lobby and cattery space. We're passing the staff kitchen and break room. Staff needs nice spaces too. This break area is not quite complete, but when finished, it will be a comfortable, functional space for staff to regroup when not working with animals. No more dog food mixed in with staff lunches. This will be a space exclusive to human needs. 2 of the kitchen walls were demolished and rebuilt to allow for greater kennel space, and the ventilation was updated. New floors, storage, and a bathroom are coming soon. We're now in the dog food prep area. Food, puzzle toys, and treats are stored in the cabinets above and the bins below, and meals are prepped at the counter. This wall was moved in order to create the space needed for this area. The wall also contains a post that holds up another beam that spans the width of the kennel, supporting the second floor. This is probably the most used space in the building. Laundry and dishwashing for most of the animals in the facility happens here. This is also our active storage area for linens and cleaning supplies. Extras are kept in the large storage shed outside. Tile, wall paneling, and floor drains again facilitate cleaning, and shelving keeps the space tidy. Not a lot has changed in our lobby. New features of our reception epicenter include a large glass front door and enclosed mechanical soffits, just to make things look a little nicer. We've continued out of the lobby, through the front office, up the stairs, and into the cattery, our last stop. The cattery was initially renovated with help from Rescue Rebuild to create more space for cats to take turns climbing, jumping, and exploring outside of a caged environment. It was updated when installation of the kennel support beam required exposing part of the floor and the exterior wall. A superhighway along the top of the room allows cats to use the height of the room to run, walk, and hide behind certain features, making them feel more comfortable. The large cat play tower in the center has storage inside and serves as a bench for visitors. Pads and pillows are washable, and all surfaces are painted or covered so that they can be cleaned. Each cat has a stainless steel enclosure that connects via a PVC portal to another area. This can be closed if space is an issue. Walk through the cleaning area and you enter a small room designed to serve as an adoption meet and greet, photography, and training space. Off to the side are 2 enclosures for cats who can't, or don't want to be, out with other cats. These spaces can also house cats who prefer to be together. We've reached the end of our tour of LHS's new space. Thank you again for your support and patience through this incredibly challenging project. Gifts or pledges to support the operation of these new spaces are deeply appreciated. If you have questions, please contact Gabe, Gabe, at libertyhumane.org.